as well. Away from that, and now to a conversation that we had intimated earlier, the fact that we have a conference coming up, and it's called Recontres.
Rencontres. Encounters.
Yes, encounters. And this, of course, is a conference that brings together the French and Kenyan trade, different stakeholders from both nations and the trade that they have been doing together. And this conference is meant to create a platform for engagement for this kind of people and for people who want to get into the business of exporting to either nation. And to bring us up to speed on what exactly that conversation is, I have with me in studio Thierry Dubus. He is a marketing and communications consultant and one of the people behind the organization of the conference. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Yes. So first off, really hard name right there. You said it means encounters. What is the conference all about?
Right. Well, the whole concept of the conference is simply, there was a natural, natural way for France to be present in West Africa.
Yes.
And all of a sudden they've realized that they neglected a bit the eastern side, where actually these days everything is happening on the African continent. So the idea is simply to help out some of the French businesses.
Yes.
And bring them over. We're bringing about close to 200 CEOs and MDs of SMEs,
yes.
French SMEs, and they are, of course, matched with some Kenyan counterparts. And it's not only about importing, exporting. It's also
yes.
about trying to create some partnerships, some synergies, and the idea is better business for both of them.
Yes. What sectors are we going to be looking at mostly?
Okay. There will be quite a few sectors that we will be looking at. Just to give you an idea of the concept of the conference, is we have guest speakers. Okay, I'm not going to start naming all of them, but
yes.
we have, for example, your Minister of Industry will be there. Chris Kirubi, he's also a huge business figure, and
yes.
many others, all high-level people. The idea is to talk about, of course, because there's French who are coming who don't really know. There will be some things about how to do business in East Africa. So we have some people from the East African community also.
Yes.
We will be talking about transforming agriculture to better yields and better products and better opportunities to export.
Value addition, yes.
Absolutely value addition. We will be talking about, for example, ICT, the training, the necessity to train people in industries to again, increase your output and have better quality. And okay, we have some others. Of course, there's a lot in banking, investment, etc. Because all these SMEs are often caught by how do we go about getting financing, and so there will be people treating that. And one of the objects that I consider maybe the real interest, and that will be big, it's that we have Ipsos and another firm called Sagacity, yes. Who have done research on the growing middle class in East Africa and in Africa. And we will have experts talking about that and how to deal with these this new community, I would say, who travel and who need better services.
For many people who live in this part of the world, the major French brands that they have interacted with, Peugeot, and
football.
Others. Yes,
Thierry Henry.
Yes, Thierry Henry, and of course teams like PSG and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So for them, they're wondering what sort of things can they look forward to? As we say, these brands are starting to march into our markets. What should we be on the lookout for? And maybe Carrefour? Although that's coming in from Dubai and a few other places.
Well, yes, okay. Dubai has a license for Carrefour, but the name remains French, so they are part of it. Yes. As you know, Peugeot has started manufacturing cars here, assembling at least. Yes, we heard a week or two ago that Société Générale, which is one of the biggest banks in France, has just gotten the right to operate in Kenya. Although it's not banking, but it's more counseling and things like that, but they are coming in.
Yes.
There are others. I mean, there are Bolloré, which are logistics experts.
Yes.
There are actually many firms that perhaps people are not aware are French. A lot of them are here. And all these other ones coming, like I said, they're SMEs over there. And they're trying to expand to see how they're pretty sure that we can find synergies between Kenya and Europe and France in this particular case. And you say, what do you have to be careful about? nothing actually, you know, the colonialist era is finished. They're really coming to create partnerships
trade,
and find ways to expand their businesses,
as we start to close, one of the key things that this conference will be able to do is start to smooth out relations, enable people to be able to engage directly. For a lot of Kenyans, when you say the word French or France, what comes to mind is the recent debacle, so to say, around the elections and the association with a French firm. Do you think this will start to build confidence once again in those sorts of partnerships?
Are you talking about Safran, yeah?
Yes.
Well, let's wait and see how these things settle out, because as far as I understand right now, one of the candidates is quite negative towards that company. I would just say, well, I don't want to get into the political debate. I think it's uncalled for, personally, not that I know exactly what's happening. And I certainly hope that whatever happens, people won't be caught into the negativity, because you will see, I believe French firms have a lot to offer, and so do Kenyan firms, because let's be clear about this. It's not France coming, okay? It's a real two-way. And if I would say, I have told some of these companies already, I said, be careful. Kenyans are very, very keen on negotiations, so be careful, be on your toes.
Very quickly, because we are out of time, the dates of the conference, when do we expect it to run?
The dates of the conference, well, we're actually setting up right now in the Intercontinental Hotel. It's Thursday and Friday. And if I may say, some of the people who have really helped us out, that's why I would like to say, there has been KEPSA, who's been instrumental, Can Invest, Business France, who handles French companies who want to come over, embassies, the Ministry of... so those are the main people, and we're victim of our success. We were expecting 350 delegates. We're above 1,000. So it's going to be a great success. We're very happy.
Indeed, Thierry Dubus, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. It has indeed been a pleasure. And of course, to ask our viewers to pop into the summit to see what exactly will be going on, especially because this is a thing that hasn't happened for a very long time. Delegations from different parts of the world bringing in the French perspective, and Kenyan delegations and from across the region, once again, coming together on a common platform to create trade opportunities. Indeed, thank you very much.
Thank you.